Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Waterloo, Ontario for the OC 17U boys gold medal match between the Titans and the Pacman, two of the top-ranked teams all year long. This should be a fantastic match. Joining me here is LP Mainville, our high-performance manager of the OVA. LP, any comments on this match before we start?
Well, hi Shane. I hope you're doing well. Any comments? Well, I mean, I'm not surprised to see those two teams playing each other in this final. I mean, both teams have shown a lot of good things throughout this weekend. I'm really impressed with the way the Titans have been playing these last couple of months. We saw it at the Grand Prix 18U a month and a half ago when they beat the actual 18U Pacman team in the final. And the 17U Pacman, which has also been doing very, very well this season. So I'm expecting a very hard-fought game here in the finals of this 17U division.
Should be a fantastic match, and this actually is a rematch of last year's Ontario Championship Finals where Pacman won. So we'll see how redemption in the air.
Sandu with a serve. And first point is an ace here for the Titans. All sets so far in those finals have started with an ace serve.
You can already feel a lot of the motion on both sides. Both teams look well rested, and they look very energetic to get this match going.
Sandu back to the serving line. That's dug up. Set to the outside. It's dug by the Titans. Another opportunity here for Pacman. And we're sending this ball to the middle. Number 10 for Pacman, Suhan with the kill.
Talking to the Pacman head coach, Matt Harris, who's also our Canada Games coach for Team Ontario, he talked about wanting to run their middle attack and try and keep their middles second-guessing.
Good block here by Grossinger. We were trying to put that over bump down. We have full here. Setters in the front row. You want to make sure that if you're going to hit that over bump, you're going to score. Patel with the set. That ball's going to Sirota. That's Doug. Ball to the outside here to the right side from Pacman, number 11, Chianchi. That was well played here. A little placement of that ball. And it brings the score to 2-2.
Yeah, good digs by both teams. Good rally. Nice shot.
Barrich with the serve. Spin serve. It's short. Sandu with the pass. Tawheed with a big hit. It's Doug in the back room. Patel's just going to put the ball over. And the Titans are going to have another shot. And Tawheed just buries this ball into the floor. Great hit to give the momentum to the Titans here.
Sure, Andrew is definitely Zane's favorite hitting partner to set him up quite often.
A serve here by Grossinger. Grossinger with the serve again. That's back. That's set to the right side, and that ball was tipped. And libero for the Titans, Kristic, just can't get to it. Kristic, by the way, has played left side a lot in this tournament, but yesterday at the end of the day and today during playoffs, he's been playing as a libero. Seems like it's a good fit for this team.
He's done a fantastic job in first contact, taking a lot of court, taking a lot of seam and serve receive, and he's made some fantastic digs today throughout the tournament.
Suhan with the serve again. Tahi with the pass. It's set to the middle. That ball is hitting a foot from the end line. It's a great shot from the middle. Sometimes middles try to bury the ball and hit sharp angles, but this middle from the Titans, Ryan Scott, has been doing a great job with those deep hits and hitting kind of over the players where no one's there to dig.
For sure. You know, and Ryan Scott is definitely one of the most improved players this year. He was kind of a raw, athletic middle last year, but he's really come into his own. Very skilled, very athletic. Does a good job of blocking and can hit some heavy angles too.
Chianchi with a serve. Sandu with a hit. It's a hit down the line. And a point. I'm not sure how much scouting each team has done on each other. I know they've played each other a lot this year. But it seems to me when I was watching the semifinal, Pacman seems to leave a lot of line on the outside when they go block. So curious to see if the Titans are going to be exploring that.
Well, you know, they played each other once this year, but they've seen each other in a lot of tournaments. And both coaches, I talked to both of them before the match, and they both described what each team was going to try and do for their own system, what other systems are going to try and do. They really understand each other very well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Each strength for each team is different, and it's going to be interesting. Pacman wants to try and run a lot of the middle attack. They're really aggressive, very athletic in the middle. And then, you know, you look at the Titans, they're very athletic on the outside. They set Andrew quite a bit in and out of system, out of the pipe on a left side attack. So it really is a difference of two different type of systems for sure.
Absolutely, and already a very interesting game. Free ball for the Pacman, right in the middle. And we touched the net. That was going to be dug in the back row, but we're not disciplined here on the Titans side, and we're giving a point to Pacman, who takes the lead.
That's already 2 transition digs and 2 transition middles for the Pacman for kills already.
Right side ball. Sirota with the hit, it's dug. Again, Sirota, and it's blocked. Blocked by number 7, Barish. The left side for Pacman. Great block here.
I thought Barish played a great quarterfinal. I thought Barish played a very good semifinal as well.
Ball to the middle. Adam Liu with the kill again. Hey, that's another example. Adam Liu's another example of a middle player who's not very, very physical, but he hangs up there and he just finds the court with good hit. Strong hit here for Pacman middle. Suzanski.
You can already see the slight difference between the bronze medal game and the gold medal game. That's already the 6th middle attack we've seen with these two teams combined. So they're already starting to share the ball and run some system play.
And that's the kind of stuff that we want to see at this level. We want to see setters running an offense with their middles, with their left sides, with their right sides, and really playing the game. Suzanski with a serve. Christic passes a perfect ball, and it allows the Titans to play with their middle. Adam Liu. 10-8 now, Pacman.
The Titans head coach, Howie Grossinger, talked about trying to stay in systems so they can run a more balanced attack against this Pacman defense seal that can handle that.
Serve from Sandu. Tell with the outside hit. And Barish buries that ball in the middle of the court. He had a one-on-one situation, and he took advantage of it. Patel is now serving. 11-8 Pacman. Outside. Tawhid hits that ball through the block, and it finds the floor. Tawhid really gets high, eh? You can see it from here. He hits that ball high for a guy his size.
Yeah, he's not a very big player, but he plays really high above the net.
Now, great hit here. And we were just talking about his height. And for people listening, I mean, it's not just about the height, right? It's about what you're able to do with that height. And I mean, Tawhid is really showing us now that he can hit some angles. He's hitting high off the block. He's hitting that line. And that's the kind of stuff that you want to be able to do if you have that height.
Well, he's a great athlete, very explosive arm, very explosive jumper. And he also hits it at different times. Sometimes he hits it at the peak of his jump on his way down. He hits it early. He hits it late. He moves the ball around from line to cross court. So he's a special talent.
Baric tips with no block. That ball is set to the middle. And Suhan was there with the block. I mean, great blocker here, but just can't put that ball down. The ball just floats out.
Yeah, great read by Suhan. Got his hands on there, but just a little bit overpowered.
Lou, the float serve, and it's in the net. The score is tie at 12-12. The Titans came back here in this first set. We have a tie game again, and that's just what's fun to watch. Watch the two teams go at each other and getting one point after the other. Set in the middle for the Titans. Outside set. Tawhid. Great turn. Finds that deep line.
You know, there's that great example where he's got that big jump where he can wait until the very last second and turn the line when the block starts coming down, and it's difficult to stop.
Absolutely. Suhan with the pass. We're set to the outside. Tawhid with the hit. It's blocked, and it's blocked out. It's blocked out, and it's now 14-12 for the Titans. Grosinger with the serve. That ball is set. Ball set to Suhan. Seems like there was a bit of a missed timing here.
Yeah, that anytime you get a flat, fast pass from your passer, you don't want to run the middle attack. You have to slow it down. It gives too much time for the blocker to locate the ball and locate the hitter. That's a better tempo pass.
Better pass here. It's big here by Dulat. He's going to get the ball again. It's tight, but he covers it. Puts the ball over. Christic. Oh, and Suhan here is in discipline. He's trying to reach for that ball, but Grosinger was going to set that ball, and he's called on an overcall. First time out here from Matt Harris from Pacman with a 16-12 score in favor of the Titans. So we're saying hello to the 240 people that are watching this game right now from across Ontario and across Canada and maybe across the world. We are webcasting live from Waterloo to all parts of the world. Short time out here for the Pacman. They're back on court. The Titans is a very energetic team. They bring a lot of intensity, and that's not necessarily the style for Pacman. So Pacman's going to have to find a way to cope with that energy that's coming from across the net.
Yeah, that's what Matt Harris talked about in that timeout. He talked about trying to sustain their system, trying to stay in system as much as possible. And then in Howie's timeout with Titans, they talked about trying to keep momentum. So, I mean, both teams are even recognizing this emotion right now.
We're going to have to put a free ball here on the Titans side. Set to the right side. Sirota takes advantage of an unstable block and finds a way to kill the ball.
That was a great set there from Zane. Got one-on-one on the right side. Good selection, good choice.
Grosinger with the serve. Going to the outside. Back to Sirota with the cross-court shot. Amazing shot. The players from the Titans don't necessarily hit the hardest shot, but that was a great example of a very well placed shot. That was not too hard, but it just hits the right spot. We're in the second timeout here from Matt Harris. Second timeout in 3 points. 18-12 now to score in favor of the Titans. Good call. Good call. I mean, the first timeout didn't necessarily work. The Titans are taking a couple more points. You have to try to stop this because you don't want the Titans with a 7-8 point lead. That would just be unsurmountable.
Well, for sure. I mean, you just got to try and slowly start playing your style of volleyball and just try and get momentum going in your way. Even if you don't win the first set, you want to make sure you start getting Titans start earning their points. And for Titans, you just want to try and keep this momentum going. Keep making serves and then try and make Pacman earn their points.
Rosinger still serving. There's 2 blocks there, and we're playing around it. We're about to dig the ball. We send a free ball to Pacman. Hit in the middle, it's Doug. And we play the ball to Sirota, and Sirota is just on fire right now. He's scored many of the last few points for the Titans. He's playing, he's having a great sequence right here.
And like every match we've seen, right, you see more smiles on the Titans. They're relaxed, they're confident, and Pacman are a little tense right now.
Oh, and a missed serve here. At 19-12, it's going to give a 13th point to Pacman, and it's going to send Suhan in the back row now. And Suhan with the serve. Serves Tawhid, and we play with the middle here. And we can't control that ball in defense, and that's costly. If you want to beat a team like the Titans, you're going to have to improve your defense.
For sure, and good on Zane and the Titans right now. They're actually winning the battle out of the middle, which would be a little bit of a surprise.
Well, I don't know if it's just me, but Patel right now for Pacman seems a little bit predictable with his sets. And I feel like when just looking at the Titans, they seem to know where he's going to set, and they're able to put a lot of pressure with their block. And with the defense that they have, they're really getting the Pacman to play in their system because they're a defense team.
For sure.
That was a great example, a good block and a good defense behind it. Sirota just hits and finds a way to put that ball through the block. The very first ball in this set, in this rally, Shane, you saw great block on the from the Titans on Dulat, and Dulat hits that ball cross court really hard, but Christic is right there outside waiting. He doesn't even have to move.
For sure.
That ball is right between his stands, and he gets to dig. That's what the Titans are doing really well right now.
Yeah, they've done that really well actually all tournament. They've put up a solid block. They don't get a lot of blocks, but they funnel the ball to their best defenders. And they do a great job of running transition attack and get points. I mean, so they don't get blocks, but they win points. And it's a good fundamental system skill and defense.
And that's the kind of balls and the kind of plays that the Pacman's going to need. Again, middle set turning to 1. That's a harder one today because usually the setters are kind of creeping in a little bit. So if you hit that ball deep, you're going to find the court. Outside ball here. Ball touches the net. We dig it. It comes across the net. Great presence at the net here from Pacman number 8, Suzanski. It was a great aggressive play. Dulat at the serving line. And that ball goes back door. Again, leaving a lot of line on the Pacman side. And they find the court. I'm not sure what strategy we're trying to use here by, that was not necessarily a good pass. So kind of a higher ball situation, and we still leave a lot of line on the Pacman side.
Well, that's already Srota's 4th kill, so he's been highly effective already.
Good patience here from Pacman, and we get a 17th point. It's now 23-17 for the Titans. And we have Suzanski at the serving line.
It's an interesting look for Titans. They have number 5 not passing at all. And that's the reason why. Make him available for that in-system pipe.
Yeah, and I think it's the first time they run the pipe in this set, but they are known for running that pipe.
They will run Andrew that pipe in system, out of system. Andrew's shoulder has gone for a heavy workout this weekend.
Sandu to serve. The high ball on the right side, no block, but we dig the ball. That's slowed down. Slowed down on the block, and then Tauheed lands a little tight to the net and crosses the center line, and that's a mistake. You're not allowed to do that. 24-18. Patel with the serve. Middle ball. 61 set here for the Titans, and Pacman's caught touching the net. That's going to give the set to the Titans, and it's 1-0 in this final of the 17U Division 1 tournament here at the Ontario Championships 2016. Shane, we saw that Pacman was a little bit predictable on that offense. They played right in the defense of Scarborough, and they seem to give a few points too with some little kind of block defense mistakes. Where do you put your focus if you're Pacman?
Well, I mean, I think Matt's going to talk about the system that got them here. They want to run a lot of middle attack. They didn't establish that much middle attack. If they're not going to establish the middle first, then it's going to be pretty predictable for the other opposite team to block and defend against your outsides. So they just weren't ever in their system. And then on the Titans side, they actually got more kills out of the middles than the Pacman, which was a surprise. And they were much more in system. Zane's moving the ball around quite well. He's got 4 kills on the right side. He got 6 kills out of the middle. So they're much more unpredictable, where the Pacman right now are quite predictable. Just a battle of systems right now.
So the Pacman they run that middle. They typically run a 51 base offense. Can you see them starting to move their middles around a little bit more?
Yeah, I would think they're going to start moving those around more in the 50s and using the 30s a little bit. Maybe even, what the joy about the 30, you can start forcing it once in a while too, off some bad passes, off some average digs. So, if they really value the middle attack, there's an opportunity there to run maybe some more 30s to force the middle attack and try and keep the Titans guessing a little bit. But, almost like the bronze medal game, I don't think Pacman exerted that much energy losing that set. So I expect them to respond and rebound here quite well. These are the 2 of the best teams we have in our province, and they have a lot of athleticism and talent on that squad. So I expect them to bounce back here quite well. They do need number 1 Patel to run a better offense here, and that's going to help solve a lot of their problems.
So for those who know the Pacman team, you would have noticed that Cole Kitrazinski is not on the floor. He was diagnosed yesterday with an upper body injury. How much do you think this is contributing to Pacman maybe losing his first set?
I don't think so. I mean, this would be their 3rd or 4th match in a row where Cole's not playing, and Cole's an underager, but they still have plenty of depth on this team. I mean, you look at the size of their athletes on the bench even. They have size on the floor, off the floor. Matt Harris is a great coach. I'm sure they're somewhat prepared for this type of adversity, and I don't think that had anything to do with it. To me, it was they didn't get into their system. They didn't do a very good job at running their system, and the Titans have done a great job in block defense and have put the service pressure on the Pacman. So the reward went to the Titans for the first set. We'll see how Pacman respond here.
Yeah, we'll see that right away as the second set is just starting. Suzanski with a serve. Over bump. And that ball is put down by Suhan. Suhan, known for his blocking abilities. Tall and lengthy guy. Is able to reach that ball really high. Tight set. Tight set, and we put our hands on the ball here on the Pacman side. That seems like just the kind of play that the Pacman's going to need in order to gain that momentum back.
You know, they really are an athletic blocking team, and number 10 is a fantastic blocker for the Pacman. One of the best blockers in our province.
Right side hit, it's dogged by Pacman. Barrich with the roll. Barrich with the roll, miscommunication here on the Scarborough Titans. Everyone was waiting deep for the deep shot, and Barrich just rolls that ball. Provides a 3-0 lead for his team.
Sure, this will be interesting to see if Pacman win this point if Howie has to use a timeout right away at 4-0.
And that's an ace. That finds the court. Serve right on the line, and good call, Shane. Coach of the Titans just calls timeout. Seems like you have a little
Crystal ball?
crystal ball. That's what I was looking for. I was looking at your head here. And
Parlez-vous le français?
Parlez-vous français? Yes, we could do this webcast in French.
But we won't.
But we won't. We won't.
It's a perfect start to the second set for the Pacman.
Yeah. 4 quick points. And I think that on the Pacman side, what they need to do right now, and something they didn't do in the first set, is they were not able to impose themselves at the net, blocking, but they seem like they've brought that back into their game in the second set, and it's going to be key for them in order to get back in that match.
That's a great timeout by Howie. I know it's early, but you want to stop momentum a little bit, you can. So 4-0, but good timeout.
Important serve here from Suzanski, and he puts it in, and it puts the Titans in pressure. And that ball hits the line. Now, I have a really hard time with that kind of block, actually, Shane. I mean, this is a really high ball. The ball's off the net, and you're giving that easy line shot to that player, right? And he just took it and scored that ball. Seems like they would be better off just shutting that line down and waiting for that roll down the cross court.
Well, and you would rather have that ball be hit to your libero, right? Your strongest defender as well. So I mean, maybe they're just missing a block assignment right now, or maybe they believe that Andrews didn't have that shot, but that was definitely a missed block opportunity there.
Missed a couple points here while we were talking, but the point now and the score is now 5-2 for Pacman, and Pacman's back to serve. It's Patel, number 1, the setter for Pacman at the serving line. Christic with a good pass that's set to the middle. Reset. And Ryan Scott finds the floor. Great play. He gets the first ball, gets the free ball right away, and gets it back. Nicely done. No approach on that hit, but he's able to put a lot of power on it.
For sure, and good on Zane for doubling up any middle attacker there.
Uncharacteristic misserve here from the Titans. And it's Barrich serving. That looks like it's going to be a spin serve. To the right side, and again, lack of discipline on the Pacman side. We're trying to reach for that ball, and in the process, it is Dulat who actually put the ball down. And he's going to get a chance to hit, and he rolls that ball right in the middle of the court. Seems like it went through the block. Point Pacman, 7-4 now for the Pacman. Sandu with a hit. It's dogged by Suhan. Patel with a set. And Dulat with the cross-court hit. They haven't scored a lot in that cross-court hit when Christic is digging in position 5, but that's going to be a good point for Pacman.
Nice dig by the middle in the back row. A nice transition set, too.
Great shot by Scott, and Christic is passing phenomenal right now, allowing Grossinger to run his offense, and they're able to use that middle very, very effectively right now. Great job. Scott with a serve. Dula with a pass, and it's going to be set to Shanchi on the right side, and that finds the court. Tahi thought it was out, but that ball lands on the line.
Yeah, it's nice fix by Patel there. Make the nice long right side set and a nice high swing and find the end of the court.
Shanchi with a serve. Sirota with a hit, and I'm not sure if he's going for some hands, but he pulls that ball just out the sideline, and that gives Pacman a 10th point in the second set.
That is only Sirota's. That's his first hitting error so far in this match. Good
and he
set.
gets the reset, and this time it's Doug. And Dulat gets the ball, and he finds the corner. Great shot. That ball will never be dug. Right in the corner, high hit. Wow.
For sure. Now we're starting to see that Pacman now use defense to transition offense to score their points like the Titans did in the first set.
And Chanchi serving again. This goes to Sandu, and Suzanski with the block. A good press here. Sandu was trying to go with the cross court, but Suzanski was stable, was in a good position, and really penetrated across the net. Oh, that's unfortunate. Chanchi puts that ball in the net and ends his own serving streak. 12-6 now for Pacman. Still in a good position. Dulat. High hit off the hands. Back pipe, and that side was a little low. Tawhid still tries to go with the hard hit and makes a mistake.
That was kind of an odd play. I'm not sure why they ran that pipe so far into the C zone, and Strode's been attacking well today as well, so that seemed like an odd play.
The middle set, really off the net. I like the set. I like the play, but just not the right execution here. And Pacman takes a pretty big lead here by 8 points in the second set. It's 14-6 right now, and Titans are taking the second timeout. Shane, why don't you entertain us with some story about one of those two teams?
Sure, you can hear Howie right now in the timeout talking about trying to get their passes a little closer to the net, trying to keep them a little more in system on top of the tape. I think you see Matt right now with his body language. They're talking more about the defensive side and making serves. You know, they've done a good job so far in this set of neutralizing Andrew Tawhid in the back row. So we've had to keep Zane's offense in the front row, but you know, it's just a battle of systems. Right now we're seeing the Pacman use their strength now, which is on the block side and the athletics and transition side, and the Titans are struggling a little bit right now on their first contact.
Absolutely, and at this point we would remind everyone to get the OVA Champs app. Ball is dogged by Pacman. Titans are going to have a free ball, and it's the dump, and it scores. Pacman was not expecting that one. You know, they haven't been able to score, and Grossinger just pulls that dump, provides a point, and kind of breaks the streak for Pacman. Let's see where that takes them. Barrich with the hit. It's dug by Christic. Oh, it's dug, but the ball goes and hit the antenna. It was the right spot, but just a little bit out of reach, and we're not able to capitalize on this dig.
Yeah, in the first set, those digs from Titans were keeping the ball in play, but right now in the second set, these digs are taking the ball out of play. So easy points for Pacman. Nice pass.
Another great pass. Oh, and a good dig by
the middle.
Susan. And we're called on the net here. Just trying to do a little too much. Great point for both teams. Barrich with the line shot. Point Pacman. (16-8) now for Pacman. They have double the points of the Titans. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Tawhid went up and tipped that ball right at the top of the block, right, while pushing it to the outside and caused the block out. Point Titans. Libero set to the right side. Sorota with the hit. That was Doug. Cross-court shot here. Tahi with the hit. Big hit. Hit on the top of the block, but it doesn't matter. We were on the net here on the Pacman side, and the point goes to the Titans. 16-10 now for Pacman.
That's 4 sets in a row now, the left side from the Pacman. And now just like that, they're back out to not running a full system and not running a clean offense.
Yeah, and that set was a little bit low and not giving his hitter the time to get on top of that ball and getting a hard hit. So I think it really comes down to the first contact. We say this all the time, but right now what we see is Titans are actually passing everything or almost everything right in 2.5, right to the setter. And Patel, setter from Pacman, is running around a little bit more. And if they don't clean up their serve receive, it might give an opportunity for the Titans to come back in this game.
For sure. They're only down by 5, so, I mean, a couple of service points here and there, a couple of easy block or transition blocking digs. I mean, they're down by 5, but it's not that insurmountable.
No, it's not. And Grossinger is there at the end line with the serve. Oh, and mistake. We serve that ball out. And that just gives the point to Pacman. And it's Barrich with the serve. Spin serve. Great pass in the middle. We're using the middle, but we dig it on the Pacman side. And Dulat puts that ball through the block. Point Pacman. Back set here to the right side, and Tawhid puts the ball down. Not sure if they're going to try to go to him a little bit more now that they are down by 6 points, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, he's shown the ability to be able to handle a lot of sets per match. He doesn't get tired. He keeps swinging really hard.
Good ball there. A little change of direction. Suhan was coming from position 2, and I guess he was showing to Scott, the blocker and the Titans, that he was going to hit to position 1, but he turned around and pulled it to 5. A great execution, a great hit, and a nice point. Scott just got Doug here on this middle hit. Same with Dulat. Sorota with a roll, and he's just trying to do a bit too much. That ball's in the net, and Pacman's taking a 6-point lead, 20-12. That's 8 points. Oh, great reach. Nice high contact on that ball. And you see that middle hit. I mean, some players in the middle hit, when they want to try to hit angles, they kind of bend their elbows in order to have more range of motion with their arm. But Scott really went and reached that ball nice and high. He was able to hit that good angle, but also go over that block. Cross-court shot by Dulat. We can't dig it on the time inside, and 21-13. Chenchi with the serve. Big hit in the middle. We're passing well here in times, and we were kind of in a drought with